It is time for another thrift with me. Yay, I'm so excited. It is a Friday afternoon. The weather is looking up and we're gonna do some thrifting. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MOGIBETH. For those of y'all who are new here, I own a 6-figure reselling business selling women's clothing on places like eBay and Poshmark. And today I want to hit up one, maybe two Goodwills. And then I also kind of want to go to Nordstrom Rack. They are doing Clear the Rack right now where there's 40% off of clearance. So if you aren't familiar with retail arbitrage, I've done a video on it. I would also recommend checking out my video on online arbitrage. I'll link each one up on the screen. And yeah, we are going to go inside, hopefully find some good stuff. And then I'll also show you hauls of everything that I found. So, okay, let's head on in. Fingers are crossed. Hopefully we find some good stuff. Going straight to the new racks as per usual. This is where you can find some of the best stuff, but also it gives me an indicator of what color is the new color of the week, and that's what my eyes are going to gravitate toward when going through these racks. Because if you live in a city like I do where there are a lot of resellers, you basically need to focus on what's new and what hasn't been picked up by resellers yet. Luckily, or not so luckily, our Goodwill prices things so high that also items that are half off can be worth picking up too oftentimes. But I'm going to the denim, and man, did you see all those prices on Madewell jeans? I could not pay up $29.99 for Madewell. I went recently to this thrift store again, just yesterday, and it was $39.99 was the new going price. So that's a little bit crazy, but you know, there you go. I actually put those AG jeans in my cart. They were $12.99, but after checking comps, I did end up putting them back. But here's another pair. They priced up to $19.99, and this also had a flaw on the middle seam, so I didn't even consider them. And here's another pair of AG jeans that they priced up to $24.99. So the pricing is a little bit all over the place at Goodwill. You just kind of have to be at the right place at the right time, just depending on, I guess, who is pricing in the back. This is a Rag & Bone Dre style that they price at $19.99. I typically almost always pass on that Dre style by Rag & Bone, and I'm super selective with Rag & Bone these days. RTA is a great bolo brand if you don't know it already. I think I've covered it in my daily bolo stories over on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do so, because we are sharing bolo brands every day, Monday through Friday. But I did check comps on those RTA jeans and did end up putting them back, which just goes to show that, you know, brand is not everything. Even if you find a bolo brand, you still need to check comps, because some styles, some categories do well in certain brands and some don't. And that was an older style that just didn't do well. Picked up those Sen Emma jeans too, which I'll talk more about in the haul. Here's another pair of Rag & Bone jeans, again being very selective, and I didn't want to pick those ones up because they just weren't a great style. TNA is an in-house Aritzia brand, and Aritzia in-house brands are items that I've been really wanting to experiment more with, but I didn't want to pick up that particular style just because it seemed a little bit out of trend, so I decided to go ahead and put it back. In this particular Goodwill, for whatever reason, I always have good luck with dresses. So I went to dresses next, and I found this new Tag Adriana Papel column gown. They had it priced up to $24.99, but I have sold similar gowns by Adriana Papel in the $100 range, so I decided to pick it up, especially after checking comps. This is Desi Collection, which is a brand I went over in my formal wear bolo brand video, which I'll link up on the screen or put in the description. It's a really good bridesmaid, essentially, brand, and this piece was half off, so $19.99 half off. I got it for about $10, It was new. It had a Nordstrom Rack tag on it. It will probably take a little while to sell because it's red and 3/4 sleeves, so it's probably good for a fall wedding, but people are already going to start preparing for their fall weddings this summer, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this up. This is a great style by Adriana Papel. I would have picked it up if they didn't have it priced at $49.99. But if you ever come across this, it's almost like a 1920s style beaded dress, either sleeveless or short sleeve, and it's priced reasonably. I would recommend picking it up. It does tend to do well. It's one of their recurring styles. This new tag, J. Crew, I think it was a jumpsuit or a dress. It was really cute, but at $19.99, I decided to pass. Trina Turk for $19.99. This was a James Purse dress, which is funny because James Purse was recently featured in my brands I no longer pick up video, but I did end up picking it up, and I'll talk a little bit more about why in the haul portion of the video. They had a lot of new tag pieces in their dresses section. This is a new tag Free People. That little mesh tag of Free People typically is their more expensive kind of line within Free People. But again, they had it priced up too high. Another kind of more expensive line is this FP1 within Free People. But again, priced up to $30. So I passed on both of those. This is a good example of a soft surroundings dress that I would have really liked to pick up. It's really unique, had a really colorful print, but it was priced at $19.99, which is more than I want to pay for soft surroundings. Kettlewell is an English brand that actually certain styles can do well by that brand, but I did check comps on that particular style, and it was also the condition wasn't great, so I did decide to pass. This American Eagle, they had priced up to $20, which I mean, I guess everything is worth $20 here these days. This is another dress that I checked comps on and decided to pass. And then this, I have talked about how I like collaborations, even with Banana Republic. I would have checked comps on that, but it was priced too high. This is an older Bowden tag, so I decided to pass, even though it wasn't priced too high. Okay, going to the shoe section, and you're going to see a lot of A New Day. That's an in-house Target brand. We have a lot of Target in our Goodwills, especially in the shoe section. But these Madewell shoes, I was really excited to find. They're actually in really good condition, and they didn't have it priced up, which was surprising. So I definitely picked those up, and I'll talk more about them in the haul and share what I think they're going to sell for, etc. These Laredo boots, I don't know if I showed how much they priced them at, but those are actually can sell really well. So if you want to sell those types of shoes, I would recommend picking them up if you find them in the thrift store. I used to sell a lot of those, but I just didn't want to have to deal with the leather conditioning, etc. And so I decided to pass. I was looking at the soles of those shoes to see if they were leather. If they were leather, I would have definitely checked that designer out and seen if it was worth picking up. I probably should have still looked up that designer because it said made in Portugal, but I didn't. This was a really cute Anthropologie skirt, but unfortunately, again, it was priced to $19.99, which is more than I was willing to pay. But this one was priced a little bit lower. This is another Anthropologie skirt, and it's floy sequin, so I decided to go ahead and put it in my cart. And since it was priced a little lower at $14.99, check comps. But after checking comps, there were available comps that were in the same size that were priced too low for me to be able to compete with my cost of goods there. Stitch Fix pieces, items with a Stitch Fix new tag, I really like picking up. If you include Stitch Fix in the title description, there are buyers who are actively searching Stitch Fix. However, $12.99 was a little more than I was willing to pay for something like that, so I decided to pass. I do like selling Astor the Label, but I really like to sell mainly dresses by Astor the Label, so I decided to go ahead and pass on that bodysuit. Here is my before and after checking comps. Put a lot of stuff back, took everything off of the hangers, and I can't wait to show you the haul. Oh my gosh, so I spent so long in there. My receipt is back there in the bag, so I'll have to show you at the haul, but I actually spent like over like $277, but I had taken everything off the hanger and folded everything so that the tag was on the top, so it's really fast to check out. and the person who checked me out was just so grateful that they gave me a 5% discount, because Goodwill used to have this thing, at least in Oregon, where you could get a card and get 5% off all your purchases. They don't do it anymore, but they still respect it. And so they always ask, and I don't have one, but they gave me the discount, so that was really, really nice. So I spent like $266. I got a lot of really good things, some brands that I don't think I've ever thrifted. So I'm really excited to show you in the haul. I was planning on going to Nordstrom Rack, but I am so tired and my feet hurt. I'm getting to that point in pregnancy where it's like, okay, there are limits to how long I can do this. But I was in there for a while. I was in there for, oh wow, it's 7 o'clock already? 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, a long time. So everything women's, I went through everything. Tops, skirts, sweaters, plus size, swim, everything. So I found a lot of good stuff. I ended up putting a lot back after checking comps. Always check comps. I'll link up how to check comps on the screen. But yeah, okay, let's jump into the haul. Okay, so a successful thrift trip, and now it is time for the haul. So I spent $264.50. I went through everything, checked comps, came up with what I think it's going to sell for, so my projected sales price, and with that, what I think my projected profit and profit margin is going to be. As always, when I do this, I made the assumption that I'm selling it on Poshmark, so they take 20%, and there's not a shipping discount. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to start with shoes. As I think y'all saw, a lot of the Madewell pieces were super priced up, so I wasn't able to pick them up, but for some reason there were a couple pieces I was able to pick up that they just missed. One of which is a pair of Madewell shoes, and these are called the Francis Oxford, and they actually do really, really well on Poshmark, and I picked them up for only $7.99, which was really exciting. I don't know why. They are a size 7, which is also a really good size. So after checking comps, I determined that I think they are going to sell for 60 bucks, which is great. And that would give me a projected profit of about $40 and a projected profit margin of 66.68%. So really happy with that one. I hope it sells for that, and I hope it sells quickly. The other pair of shoes that I picked up were Sperry's. I really like selling Sperry's, and these are a pair of duck boots. They've got this shiny quilted kind of upper with the rubber as well. They are a size women's 12, so it's a pretty big size. But of course, there are plenty of women who wear size 12. I paid $9.99 for these. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. No, probably not. So paying $9.99 after checking comps, I determined that I think they're gonna sell for about 40 bucks, which would give me a projected profit of about $22 and a projected profit margin of about 55%. Okay, now let's jump into clothes. It's funny because usually with thrift hauls, I find, especially regular Goodwill thrift hauls, I find I have a lot of jeans, a lot of pants. That's kind of the category that I have the most success in. But this thrift haul is the opposite. It's not a ton of pants or jeans, but a lot of tops, sweaters, and dresses especially. So I've got 2 pairs of jeans. This pair of jeans I kind of regret picking up, but I'll be curious to see how it does. Okay, so this is Sin Emma, and it's a collaboration with Emma Lovewell, who I think is a Peloton instructor actually. She did a collaboration with this brand Sin, who I had never heard of, and released a few pairs of jeans. However, I could not find this pair anywhere. I mean, every single one of the pairs that she released has distressing on it, and this one does not. This is a high-rise, rather rigid denim. It's a trendy style of jean, but yeah, without the distressing, it didn't exist anywhere. But anyway, we'll see how it does. I just won't be able to have a stock photo, but I spent $9.99 on them. And yeah, there weren't a ton of comps on obviously that style because I couldn't find that it existed, or just this whole collaboration in general, but I do really like selling collaboration pieces because oftentimes people are on the lookout for them. So I kind of just landed on a projected sales price of $35, which would give me a projected profit of about $18 and a projected profit margin of 51.46%. The other thing about this pair of jeans is that the size tag has been cut out, so we're gonna have to measure and approximate the size. Okay, like I said, Madewell was marked up everywhere in the store, except for some reason this pair of jeans. Maybe I need to look it over a little more carefully, see if there's like a huge hole in it or something, but they're in good condition as far as I can tell. This is Madewell. It's got this really cute button fly. Paid $9.99 for these jeans. They are the 9-inch mid-rise skinny cropped in a size 34, so plus size, which is great. However, I do find, I always think Madewell plus size is going to do better than it actually does. I don't know why it doesn't do that well, but maybe y'all can tell me if you have had the same experience. But actually, after checking comps, I determined that I think they're going to sell for $50, which would give me a projected profit of about 30 bucks and a projected profit margin of about 60%, which is right on the money. That's really kind of where I like to be. Okay, the next find I'm keeping, I think. I need to try it on and see if I like them. This is the brand that I've been stalking online for like the past couple months. It is a maternity brand, and that is Hatch. I was so excited to find these in the store. Hatch does 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 sizing. So 1 is a size small, and I picked these up for $7.99. They are a printed jogger style pant with this print. And then of course it's got the elastic waist because it is a maternity brand. But I went ahead and looked up if I were to sell them, because I probably will end up selling them after I give birth and I'm no longer pregnant, what they would sell for. And I came to the conclusion that I think they're gonna sell for about $50, which is on the lower end for Hatch. If you find like a jumpsuit or a dress, it's gonna go for more, but this is a little bit of an older style, and pants just go for a little bit less. But still, it would give me a projected profit of about $32 and a projected profit margin of about 64%. So not bad at all. I'd pick those up any day. This is another brand I'd pick up any day. Spanx. I love selling Spanx leggings, especially size large. And these are a really nice pair of gray leggings. These are the kind that you can wear to work and stuff. They've got a little bit of a slit on the ankle there, and I paid up for these. I paid $12.99. However, Spanx is a brand that just sells really consistently for me and quickly, especially when it's a size large. So after checking comps, they're called the Ponte ankle legging in charcoal gray. I determined that I think they're gonna sell for about $45, which would give me about a $23 profit and a 51.13% profit margin. The last pant, although these are workout leggings, is a pair of Lululemon. So here, I'll just show you the little symbol. Almost always when I find Lululemon, the pull tag is removed, but this one actually does have a little bit of one. Looks like it's been cut. Of course, they had to mark on it. Okay, yeah, it's seen better days. Size 4. They have these pockets on the front, and then this mesh inset with the kind of Lululemon symbol. I paid $12.99 for these, and they are called the Lululemon Inspired Tight 2, and I project that they will sell for about 40 bucks, which would give me a profit of $19 and a profit margin of 47 and about a 0.5%, which I'm shooting for 60% profit margin, but for brands that sell quickly, I'm willing to go a little bit lower. And for me, Lululemon is one of those brands. Okay. However, I will say typically printed leggings don't sell quite as fast as solid color leggings for me. Okay, this is a piece I wanted to pick up. I don't think there are a ton of comps on it. I love selling this brand though, and I actually just really like this sweater, so if it doesn't sell, I'm going to keep it. But this is a brand that's sold on places like Revolve. This is Heartloom, size medium. Paid $7.99 for it, so I didn't pay it too much. And it's this really cute quarter zip pullover sweater. And it's really cute white and gray marled knit. It's kind of got cable knit on the front and then rib knit on the back. Really cute. The stock photos are adorable as well. Obviously we're going into summer, so sweaters might not be your first choice, but I like to pick up good quality sweaters and coats all year round if I find them. So it's called the Pauline sweater by Heartloom, and I project that it will sell for about $35. So with that $7.99 cost of goods and the Poshmark fees, that would give me a projected profit of about 20 bucks with a projected profit margin of about 57%. This is a brand that's going to be kind of a gamble. I'm excited about it though, because it is a brand that retails for a lot of money, and this is just such a well designed and high quality piece. It's a brand I don't think I had heard of. I mean, sometimes I say I don't think I've heard of it because I might have covered it in my Bolo brand of the day. I don't think I've covered this one though. I think I need to add it. But sometimes I forget brands that I've already researched, especially with pregnancy brain. Okay, anyway, this brand is called Suzanne Ray. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Okay, can y'all see that? Gosh, Goodwill ruining these tags. I can get that out, I think. It might leave a small mark, but I paid up for it. I paid $19.99, and this is just a really gorgeous, I think it's 100% alpaca wool sweater. No, 70% Angora, which is rabbit hair, I believe. 10% virgin wool, and then 20% polyamide. So really, really, really nice sweater. Not a ton of listings by this brand. It's just not a very well-known brand. It's not a very big brand, but the comps that did exist look pretty good. And so it'll be a bit of a gamble, but I think listing it on eBay and cross-listing it to places like Mercari, yeah, I'm just excited to see how it will do. So I paid $19.99 for it, but I think it's going to sell for at least $100. So I put $100 for my projected sales price, which would give me a projected profit of about $60 with a projected profit margin of about 60%. The next piece, and this is the last sweater, is Marine Layer, and this is a brand I've been picking up more and more. I found this for $6.99, which is great, and I thought this would be actually a really good sweater for this summer. It's this really lightweight open front cardigan, long line. It's from summer 2020. And it's 100% cotton, so it's a recent style, cute style, and yeah, I wanted to try it out, especially $6.99. That's a pretty good price. It's called the Nantucket cardigan in seashell pink. After checking comps, I think it will sell for about $30, which would give me a projected profit of $17 about, and a projected profit margin of 56.7%. Next is a brand I love picking up, Figs, and this is an interesting top. It's collared. Isn't that interesting? I don't think they make this anymore. So Figs is a brand that creates scrubs for people, particularly in the medical profession. I paid $7.99 for this, and this brand sells not for a ton of money because it doesn't retail for a ton of money. As far as scrubs go, it does go for a good amount of money, but it sells really quickly and consistently. This piece is actually called the Figs Pillar Collared Scrub Top. And what I find with Figs is that if they don't make it anymore, there's actually higher demand for those pieces. And in fact, there's actually a listing, an ISO listing, which means in search of listing, on Poshmark for this exact piece, which is cool. So I'll list it, and if that ISO listing is still up, I'll message them and say, hey, I have it in my closet now. And also, I've given this tip out before, but if you're ever kind of curious what people are in particular demand for, you can search ISO in Poshmark and just look through the most recent ISO listings, which will give you an idea of what people are really in demand for, because these are pieces, styles, brands that people are literally creating whole listings in search of. So anyway, I project that top will sell for about $28, which would give me a projected profit of $14.41 and a projected profit margin of 51.46%. Okay. This is a brand I really like picking up. I haven't picked it up at Goodwill in a while. I can't remember the last time, but I picked it up at the bins a lot. And this brand is Icebreaker. It is similar kind of to Smart Wool in that it sells like 100% merino wool pieces that act often as base layers for people who are hiking or going outdoors, which is, you know, really popular here. I paid $7.99 for this piece. It is a size medium, and it's a cowl neck top. Looks like the type of piece you'd want to take your photo on the top of a mountain of. So it is called the Icebreaker Iris cowl neck top. I think it will sell for about $30, which would give me a projected profit of about $16 and a projected profit margin of 53.37%. Next is a brand that I really love selling. I haven't sold it in a while, but their dresses do especially well, and it is Jam's World. I actually really want some Jam's World pieces. Eventually I would like to incorporate that into my personal wardrobe because I think they're so cool. And my mom actually, my whole life owned a really cute Jam's World dress. I mean, that was before I was reselling. I didn't know what Jam's World was. But anyway, this is a top by Jam's World. It's really got this cute black and white print, and the buttons are really cute too. Paid $6.99 for this piece. It's a size small. I was actually able to find comps on that exact top, and so I project it to sell for about 30 bucks, and that would give me a projected profit of about $17 with a projected profit margin of 56.7%. Okay, I picked this up and I actually forgot that, here, let me show you. It's Assets by Spanx, and I am pretty sure this is Spanx in-house Target line, which I tend to avoid, but I forgot, I don't know, or it just like completely evaded me when I found this dress. But luckily, when I looked up comps, it wasn't that bad, so I was actually pretty excited to find it because I found this in the plus size section. It is a 1X, and I didn't pay too much for it. I paid $7.99. For some of y'all who live in live where you can get like pieces for like $2-3 at your thrift store, $8 is probably like a ton of money, but for me, it is not. It has these mesh panels along the bottom, which is nice. It is called Assets Red Hot Label by Spanx Chic Shapers Slip. With a $7.99 cost of goods, I project that it will sell for about 30 bucks and give me a $16 profit and a 53.37% profit margin. All right, there were a few Torrid pieces actually at this Goodwill, and they're all kind of priced up, but I wanted to pick one up just because I love selling Torrid, and so I decided to get this one. It is this floral, I think mini or knee-length dress, and the top is smocked with, I think it's an off-the-shoulder, or I guess you could wear it on the shoulder, kind of flutter sleeve. Torrid, size 3. They also do kind of 0, 1, 2, 3 sizing, and I paid $9.99 for this dress. So I really like selling Torrid. I don't really like paying that much up for it, but if it sells quickly, then I won't be upset. And since it is perfect for the season we're going into, hopefully that's the case. So I project that it will sell for about $35, which would give me a projected profit of $18 and a projected profit margin of 51.46%. Okay, the next couple of pieces are in one of my favorite categories, and that is formal wear. So, love selling formal wear. I've done a video on formal wear. If you haven't watched it already, I'll link it up on the screen. I think I link it up on the screen in every single video I do. So this one's actually kind of new at tags. It's got the Nordstrom Rack tag, and they had it priced at $19.99, but yellow was half off, so I got it for $10, which is great. And it's a brand I really like selling. This is essentially a bridesmaid's dress, and since it's long sleeve, it probably won't sell, I don't know, probably till the fall, but of course people are planning their fall weddings during the summer. And this is Desi Collection. I sell a lot of Desi Collection. If you go to my closet and look through Desi Collection, I think you'll see quite a few sold listings, and then I saw a bunch on eBay as well. I really like it because on this one they put the color on the bottom and they put the style number. This is a size 2, and yeah, it's in excellent condition. Just very excited about finding that. I've probably sold that exact dress before. Okay, and then this is also new at tag, and I really like selling this brand. I think I covered it in that video as well. Adriana Papel. And I was really excited about this one because it is a size 10, which is great because this is really a great mother of the bride's dress. It is called a column matless dress. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I paid up for this one though. I paid $24.99, but it is brand new with tags, and pieces in this category can just go for really good money. So if I'm gonna pay up for any category, it's probably that one. Here, okay, I'll share. I didn't share what I project for both of them, so I'll share both of them now. Okay, so for the Desi Collection dress, I project that it's going to sell for about $75, which would give me a projected profit of about 50 bucks and a projected profit margin of 66.67%. Good. And then for the Adriana Papel gown, I project that it will sell for about 125 bucks, which I think is definitely reasonable. And that would give me a projected profit of $75 and a projected profit margin of about 60%. So between the two dresses, I could stand to make 125 bucks, which is great. Maybe more, maybe less. The next is actually a brand that was in my brands I'm not picking up anymore video, but there are certain styles that I still want to try out to see if they will do well, and this was one of them. This was a style that was sold on Revolve and Shopbop and retailers like that. This is James Purse. I paid $9.99 for it. I mean, James Purse retails for a lot of money. It sometimes does well, depending on the piece, but generally I stay away from it, so we'll see how this does. The style name of this particular piece is called the James Purse open back skinny dress. It's got this kind of low back, and then it's got ruching along the side, and it's pretty much a maxi length, maybe a midi maxi length. And they also do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 sizing, so I think 2 would be a medium. And after checking comps, I think that I'm going to sell it for about $45, which would give me a projected profit of about $26. And a projected profit margin of 57.8%. So if it does sell according to plan, I would be very happy. And I actually did pick up another James Purse piece at the bins recently, a pair of pants. So I don't know if that Bins Thrift With Me has come out yet, but if so, that's another piece that I'm experimenting with, seeing, okay, is there anything by James Purse that actually does do well, and how much am I willing to pay for it, and how quickly does it sell, because those are all variables. So next piece, this is a brand I've actually talked about in a recent Thrift With Me, and the brand is Draper James. This brand is owned by Reese Witherspoon, and certain pieces can actually do really well. I looked up this piece. This is a chambray collared shift dress, and comps looked really good on it. I spent $9.99 on this dress. It is a size 6. But I think a recent Thrift With Me, there was a new tag piece that I passed on. So that's what I'm talking about is, of course, some brands are great, but you always have to check comps, and you always have to take style into consideration. And of course condition, but new tags is better than pre-owned. Okay, so with this particular style, I project it to sell for about 40 bucks, which is great. That would give me a projected profit of 22 bucks and a projected profit margin of about 55%. This dress, I'm kind of obsessed with. I actually looked it up to see if I could get it in my size, because it'd be a great breastfeeding and maternity dress. But it is Anthropologie, and this is kind of the new Pilcrow tag. It's really soft suede, or faux suede. And this is an extra large, which is great. And I paid up for this dress, but I had a feeling that it would do well. And when I checked comps, it confirmed my suspicion. Really, really cute. It's got this raw hem. It's really nice. It's this like washed olive color, and then a little flutter sleeve, button front, patch pocket. Very cute. It is a recent piece, and it is called the Anthropologie Pilcrow Flounced Tunic Dress. And I paid $12.99. I think it will sell for at least $50, maybe more, maybe less. But $50 would give me a projected profit of $27 and a projected profit margin of about 54%. I actually found one in like a purple color in my size, and I liked it. And then I went back today to look through my likes, and it's already sold. I think it only sold for like 40, but sold quickly. I mean, I only liked it a couple days ago. So that was reassuring. This is another plus size brand I love picking up, City Chic. I couldn't find the style name for this particular dress when I was looking. So I think what I'm gonna do is have Tomas just take a picture of it and search through Google image search, which oftentimes shows me the style name, but yeah, I couldn't, with just keywords alone, I couldn't find it. But I love selling this brand, and I was able to find it for only $7.99, so I thought I would go ahead and pick it up and try it. I also thought this piece was really cute. It's kind of got this like lace, diamond lace underlay, and then it's kind of a jumper style dress with a fit and flare silhouette. Really, really cute. And City Chic medium, I think it translates to like an 18. I'm not sure. I always include a size chart on there for that brand. But because I wasn't able to find the style name, I wasn't able to check exact comps, but looking at similar styles, which is what I would recommend doing if you can't find an exact style name, I project that the sales price will be about $38, which would give me a projected profit of $22.41 and a projected profit margin of 58.97%. I've got 4 more pieces. It's a big haul. All right, so the next brand is a Bolo brand if you don't know about it already. However, this is an older piece. I could not find style name or stock photos anywhere, so I'm just gonna have to take photos on a mannequin. But this is, I don't think I've ever thrifted this brand, Poupette St. Bart, size medium. I'm fairly certain I've covered this in my Bolo stories of the day, but I was able to find this for $7.99, which is great. But this is a really pretty maxi dress, and it's a blue and white print and it's strapless. It's got some smocking along the top and this kind of crisscross detail, which is pretty. This brand can sell for a ton of money. It retails for a lot. With an older style like this, I don't think it's going to sell for quite as much. But if I found a newer style, it'd be easily $100 plus. Some styles obviously are going to do better than others. But with this one, I think it will still sell for about 60 bucks. It's kind of sad because this is the type of piece that actually would really be served well with a stock photo because it's just kind of, you know, like a straight maxi dress, but hopefully the mannequin does it justice. But with that $60 projected sales price, it would give me a projected profit of about 40 bucks with a projected profit margin of 66.68%. This is another great Bolo brand. It is an Australian brand. I know I've covered it before in my stories. I sold a few pieces from it and have done really, really well with it. It's sold at places like Revolve and Shopbop. The brand is Beck and Bridge. I was actually so excited to find it. Goodwill writing all over it. So annoying, but that is what it looks like. It's so weird. Anyway, this, they didn't mark up, which was awesome. $7.99. There's one flaw. It's a little stain. I can't find it right now, but it's a little stain on the front. But it is this really gorgeous cowl neck, low back maxi dress in this really beautiful satin fabric. Size USA 8 in excellent condition, which is awesome because a piece like this that's worn to an event or wedding or something oftentimes is super beat up. It is called the Beck and Bridge Frederick dress, but they sell a lot of similar styles to that. And they're kind of known for that type of style. I project that this one, if I can get that little stain out, will sell for $100. And that would give me a projected profit of about $72 and a projected profit margin of about 72%. So that's awesome. A really, really good find. Okay, so the last 2 pieces are Bowden. They're both so cute. I kind of overpaid for the second one, which I'll show you in a second. But this one, oh, it's so adorable. And it is a sweatshirt dress with these little embroidered polka dots. So, so cute. This is the newer Bowden tag. And this is a US 16/18. They had it for $24.99, but yellow was again half off. So I got it for $12.50. And it's so, so cute. Some Bowden pieces I'm obsessed with. Okay, so with a cost of goods of $12.50, I project that this will sell for about $40, which would give me a projected profit of $19.51 and a projected profit margin of 48.76%. Okay, the next one was not half off, but it is new at tag at least. And I just think this is so cute too. And I love that both of these are plus size. I think that definitely was a contributing factor in me wanting to pick them up. Again, the newer Bowden tag. This one is a size 20-22 and it is new with tag. But this is a perfect piece for the summer. It's a chambray material. It's got the scalloped embroidered trim and then this kind of rainbow scalloped stripe. Really, really cute. Okay, so I paid $24.99 for this dress, so I definitely paid up. It is called the Bowden Laura linen embroidered dress. And so paying about 25 bucks, I project that it will sell for 70 because comps actually looked really good on that dress. So I feel pretty comfortable saying it could sell for 70, which would give me a projected profit of $31 about, and a projected profit margin of 44.3%. And again, that's a low profit margin, but that's a pretty high profit. So that's kind of where you have to consider if you want to prioritize profit or profit margin. I've done a video on that, which I'll link up on the screen. So that is everything. Let's go over my totals real quick. Well, technically I was supposed to spend $277.26, but the cashier gave me 5% off. So I didn't really take that into consideration actually when I was going through my cost of goods. I'll have to factor that in. I kind of totally forgot about it. So I actually spent $264.50. But my projected total sales from this one thrift haul is $1,281, which is awesome. I had a really successful trip, I think. And I passed on a lot of great stuff that was just overpriced. So they just had a great selection, and they don't know all the brands, you know? You gotta be smarter than Goodwill. And so if everything sells according to my projections, it would give me a profit of $747.54, which is awesome, and an average profit margin of 56.81%, which isn't too bad either. So that is the thrift haul. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite find from this thrift haul was. I think it was a really good one. Of course, the hatch pants I'm personally excited for, but the Beck & Bridge dress, I think that has the potential of doing really well. And then this sweater by Suzanne Ray. Really curious to see how that will do. Really curious to see how the Perpet St. Bart dress will do. So there's just a lot of fun pieces in this haul. But thanks for coming along with me. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're posting new videos every Monday and Thursday. Give this video a big old thumbs up. And I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye!